You believe people think, they actually think that I hate LeBron James because he left Cleveland. I would have left Cleveland too. I would have went to New York though, because I want to be the king of New York, and I would have been that. I don't hate LeBron James for leaving Cleveland. I would have done the same thing. All right, people. And guinea goats. LeBron James, the biggest waste of talent in NBA history. And a lot of people are going to sit there and say, what the fuck are you talking about? Did you see what he did yesterday? Yes. I've seen this movie for 7 straight years, and it always has a bad ending. What he did yesterday, he's capable of doing and should do every night. The guy is 6'9", 280 pounds. I know I listed him at 6'8", 240, 6'9", 280 pounds, 6'10", 280, whatever. He should be living in that post, facilitating the offense through him, and he's unstoppable. He can drive to the hoop every time he's going to get fouled. There's no stopping him when he wants not to be stopped. But he has a mental something in his head that won't allow him to do that. I don't know what it is. Now, I've seen him do this before, what he did last night. And you know what happens usually? Generally what happens? Letdown game coming up tomorrow. Believe me, the most talented player, if he chose to play like that every night, which he's very capable of doing, you wouldn't be talking about Michael Jordan being the greatest of all time. Trust me when I tell you. Now, will he ever be able to hit the big shot at the end of the game? Probably not. He just doesn't have that ability. But the man can dominate. He could average 40 points a game easily. Easily. No one in this league can stop him. And now to the Heat fans out there that watched Dwyane Wade and fought for Dwyane Wade against LeBron James when he was in Cleveland, now do you see what everyone was talking about, how much superior LeBron James is than D. Wade? It's not even close. D. Wade is like a poor man's Ron Harper was to Michael Jordan. In fact, I'll even go as far as to say Ron Harper was better skilled than D. Wade. Easily. Easily. Bottom line is Dwyane Wade is living off LeBron James's coattails right now. Much as he did he lived off the refs' coattails and Shaquille O'Neal's coattails a few years back in 2007 when they gift wrapped that title, much to the chagrin of Mark Cuban. Because we all know the Dallas Mavericks were ripped off that game. D. Wade foul, he goes to the line every time, whatever. The bottom line is, Heat fans, it don't matter if you do win tomorrow. Don't matter because there is no possible way you're going to beat Seattle Supersonics. No possible way in hell you will beat the Seattle Supersonics. No possible way, I'll guarantee you that. So, I don't hate LeBron James for leaving Cleveland. I dislike LeBron James for having the ability to dominate the NBA easily, and he chooses not to, whether it's because of a mental block, whatever, I don't know what it is. I really can't place a finger on it. My only surmisation will be that he just does not like confrontation, and he just... I'm a psychiatrist by trade, and I can't figure it out. I just don't believe he likes confrontation, and I believe last night he had to instill... He had to get confrontation to get them type of points. I don't think he likes that. Now, getting a dose of what people are saying about him today, you would think he'd love how everyone's talking about him. Because this one great game he had, by the way. It was a great game. This great game he had, by the way, erases the failure after 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 failure. After failure, 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 that's been done by him in his body work over the previous 9 seasons. One bad game erased it. And then people are going to sit there and cry, well, if you don't win tomorrow night, you imagine all the pressure's going to be on him? We're going to hold him accountable. Well, let me tell you something. When you come out here, and which, by the way, he did guarantee the Cleveland Cavaliers a championship, which he never delivered on. But when you come out here and you say, not 1, not 2, no, not 3, not 4, no, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8. When you come out here and guarantee 9 titles, which you already didn't deliver one in Cleveland, and you come out here and say, well, I really believe we got the title. You're not going to do it. It's impossible. Michael Jordan would have never got 9 titles like that. It's impossible. You're not going to do it. You may be lucky to get 1, but with OKC being such a beast, I'm sorry. Seattle Supersonics being such a beast, there's no possible way you might not even get a title. You might never get a title. And Durant, as I call him Durancy, will get a title before you. The bottom line is you choose to go to Dwyane Wade because you look at basketball right now. You played 7 years in Cleveland. To you, here's what I think it is. You look at basketball as like a job resume. well, I got to get this title. I got to get some titles. Let me see here. What would be the easiest way to go about getting titles? Let me join Dwyane Wade and Chris Bosh. That's how you approach basketball right now. You didn't last night, but that's how you look at this right now when you went there. And a lot of people are saying, well, if he would have just told the Cavaliers he was leaving, if he just told the Cavaliers I'm leaving this night, I would have had no problem. But still, I would have had a problem with him going to the Miami Heat to join with Chris Bosh and Dwyane Wade. You would never see me go to another YouTuber's channel and say, yo, man, you want to do a dual comment with, that ain't what I'm about. I ain't wired that way. So, Durncy will get a title this year. I will guarantee you that. And you'll probably be watching the Celtics, because I believe the Celtics, because if we look at the Celtics past 6-7 months of the season, whatever, they play like this all the time. They play terrible, the next game they dominate. It's not going to be a cakewalk for you. Paul Pierce ain't going to play that bad ever again. And to my advice to Doc Rivers, me being a psychiatrist, Doc, and I know if you watch this, which I know you will, because you've been a long-time subscriber of mine. Long time. People didn't know that. Yes, Glenn Doc Rivers has been about 2-year subscriber. You have someone like Petrus get in LeBron's face. Rough him up. You need to get in his face, intimidate him. And guess what? He runs in the corner. I know how people like him think. You got to get in his mug early. And guess what? D-Wade ain't going to be able to do it. And by the way, really, guys, seriously, Dwyane Wade, you're 32 years old now, I believe. And you're wearing rimless glasses. Rimless glasses. LeBron, you had them on too last night. You guys are wearing these rimless glasses. Number one, they didn't make Kurt Rambis, that white guy from the 80s, look cool. And they sure the hell ain't making you guys look cool in the year 2012. You guys look like Steve Urkel. I mean, it's embarrassing. You're wearing rimless glasses. It's not a fashion statement. If it is, it's telling everybody in the country of how poor your taste is. It's the guy that looks like Steve Urkel. So let me guess, you want to be known as Steve Urkel? Oh, yeah, we're going to have a triple double. Come on now. The bottom line is, I don't hate LeBron James for leaving Cleveland. I am disappointed in him when he could put up numbers like that he did last night. Every night. He can do it every night, any night, on the day, week, whatever. But he won't do it. Now, like I say, I would not be surprised tomorrow night he comes out, he throws up 27 points, and 20 of them come in the first half, and he'll disappear all the last 3 quarters. I would not be surprised. Look, people, I've seen this movie before in Cleveland for 7 goddamn years. I've witnessed him throw up the last 28 points for the Cleveland Cavaliers against the Detroit Pistons, single-handedly, which remains the greatest LeBron James highlight. Honestly, in my opinion, one of the greatest highlight in NBA history for me to watch. I mean, I know Jordan was great this night, but this man scored the last 28 points of the Cleveland Cavaliers and single-handedly won that game. I've seen him do that. And then I seen him fail the next night. So, you just got to understand, I've seen this movie before. I know how it ends. And even if they do get by the Celtics, didn't we see a similar ending to what I'm talking about 4 years ago? Or no, I'm sorry, last year against the Dallas Mavericks on their home court? This game right now tomorrow is more pressure for the Miami Heat than last night's game was. Because they're going to be at home. And if they lose this game, I'm just glad the Heat fans can finally see why D-Wade ain't even comparable to LeBron James. Not even comparable. D-Wade, you're a good player, but you're not even close to being in LeBron James' stratosphere. You're more like in the ozone layer. LeBron James is up there in the Uniforso era. Anyway, that's it. You know, I think I spoke on all points. I always do.